Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the components of an ECG waveform. I'm going to help you learn the ECG waveform by thinking of it like a basketball game. I'm going to start with the SA node. The SA node is also referred to as the sinoatrial node and is found in the right atrium of the heart. The SA node is the pacemaker of the heart, meaning it initiates our heartbeat. Think of the SA node firing as the jump ball at the start of a basketball game. The SA node firing is the ball being thrown into the air. Just as a jump ball indicates the start of a basketball game, the SA node firing indicates the start of the electrical impulse that travels through the heart. It happens prior to atrial contraction. Think of the P wave as the actual start of the game. The ball has been hit to a player and the game fully begins. The P wave represents atrial depolarization, which is the electrical activation of the atria, which starts atrial contraction. In other words, this is what initiates the atria squeezing to move blood down to the ventricles. In a basketball game, once the ball is hit, it's go time. With the heart, once the SA node fires, the contraction starts. Think of the PR segment as the time it takes for a basketball game to reach halftime. The PR segment is the time it takes for the electrical impulse to travel to the AV node, which lies in between the atria and the ventricles. The AV node is the middle point between the atria contracting and the ventricles contracting. Therefore, it's our halftime. Think of the QRS as the start of the second half of the basketball game. This is the time after the ball has been inbounded and the game starts. The QRS complex represents ventricular depolarization, which is the electrical activation of the ventricles, which starts ventricular contraction. So, the second half of the heart contracts, which leads to blood being pushed out of the ventricles and into the body. Think of the ST segment as the point immediately after the basketball game when the players are all tired and trying to catch their breath. The ST segment represents early ventricular repolarization, which is when the ventricles begin to rest. The word repolarization starts with R, as does rest, which should help you link repolarization with rest. The ST segment should always be flat. If it helps, think of a basketball player lying flat on their back after a game to catch their breath. We're going to wrap up with the T wave. Think of the T wave as the time between basketball games. During this time, the players are resting and fully getting their strength back. If you think of an AAU tournament where teams play multiple games, it's the time in between each game. In this case, it's the time in between each cardiac cycle or heartbeat. The T wave represents ventricular repolarization, which is the time when the ventricle is fully resting. Again, link the R in repolarization with rest. And that's all I have for this mini educational video. I hope that you found it helpful.